Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth. I am back again for your monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn. I'm using a new deck that I have worked on, and this is the Herbal Tarot deck by Michael Tira and Candace Canton. Okay, Michael Tira is an herbalist, and so there's a lot of basically there's a lot of herbal recommendations, okay? But that's not all, okay? I recommend also teas, tinctures, capsules, a bunch of different things. They're all natural because I'm really passionate about herbal medicine and alternative medicine and naturopathic medicine, and this kind of merges all of them. So I've split it up. When I do these videos, I make my recommendations for male and female Capricorns, and I don't care as much if, like, the King of Cups represents a water sign male. If I'm doing a reading for Capricorn, it doesn't matter because I focus on the medicine on the card, and I focus on whether it's a guy or girl, and so to split it up. So I hope that you enjoy them. I am making the disclaimer that this is not meant to treat, prevent, or cure any diseases. And also, I am not an herbalist. And anything that you take herbal related, I always recommend doing your research before you buy it. And as far as dosage, I also recommend following the directions on the bottle. In general, I usually tell people when they're taking natural supplements to start off with taking 2 capsules and see how you feel. And then also, when it comes to tinctures, I usually recommend half a dropper full, but not for all tinctures because some stuff is really, really strong. It's like for instance, like if you have fibroids and you go to take motherwort, you have to be very careful because that stuff can cause some serious bleeding if you take too much of it. So it's as an example, I'm just saying. So anyways, so I did lay out a spread for you guys. This is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn for the month of March 2015. And I laid out a spread, and I feel really good about it. I had to pause my computer. Sometimes that happens for a minute because, things come up. But so the first card that you got, my lovely Caps, is actually the World card. And the herb on this card is comfrey. And this is a really great card. It says comfrey tea when having a fever. It's great for lungs. It's great for ulcers, internal injuries. You need, though, to feel complete. That's the issue in March. You need to find satisfaction, and you need to find it with a partner or in a marriage. It indicates marriage and children. It's good health and joy and happiness. It's to unite, to join together. This is the best in health card, okay? So in March, some of you are going to be really experiencing, many blessings in health, okay? I also wrote, this is the balance of yin and yang, okay? This is finding balance. This is finding completion. This is completion, in my mind. I wrote, try acupuncture. If some of you haven't, recommend doing that. Again, it's balancing yin and yang. Also, I'm getting, talk to someone who like traditional Chinese medicine. That might be interesting for you Capricorns to kind of explore. The comfrey, I feel like I'm getting, you need to drink comfrey tea. For some of you, it's just going to help, if you've had like a cough or if you have any bronchial issues. Like some of you may have had that, and so that's the tea that I would recommend for you. It's the comfrey tea rather than the tincture. And what's crossing you is, I feel like this is both for male and female Capricorns, is weight issues, okay? This is actually the King of Pentacles, but, and usually, sometimes it's a male card, sometimes I see it as being both, okay? I just feel like Capricorns, you're focused on losing weight. You're focused on, you're just having issues with your weight or maybe your image or how you look. You don't really necessarily like how you look. And exercise is necessary, so up your exercise regime. If you're exercising once a day, switch to 2. Switch to 3 if you have to push it, you know. Take the alfalfa tincture and or gymnema for blood sugar, which will help you lose weight easier, okay? You need to have more yogurt and less fried foods. You need to go vegetarian or vegan or start to be on a low-carb diet or gluten-free diet, okay? I feel like for some of you, you're really, like, I'm getting the words gluten enteropic, and so you can have, like, spelt, for instance. Sometimes spelt doesn't bother people who are gluten enteropic, but there is, and you should take some gluten enzymes, okay? For those of you Capricorns who are, have issues with gluten, take the enzymes. There are specific enzymes, and I will post them to help you digest gluten. So if you do have it and you do want to keep it in your diet, then it's always be good to have these enzymes. Now, the thing that's in the gluten enzymes is that it's really high, I guess it's like a high dose of protease. And it's the protein, you know, the gluten protein that you have a difficult time digesting. So it makes sense to me that even if you, say for instance, take the gluten enzyme, it's also going to be beneficial for you to take it, not just because it's going to help you digest the gluten, but it's also going to help you digest proteins or any protein that you have. So I feel like that will definitely help you. Excuse me. And then, so in the distant past, you've got this 4 of Cups, which is an annoying card, you know. It's an annoying card. It says uncertainty and waiting. Ugh. That's what I wrote at the top. And it says, take burdock root to detox while you wait. Burdock tincture root tea is great for improving skin issues, which may kind of go hand in hand with, you know, the way you look. Maybe you have different, you know, your skin is causing you issue. It's including acne, psoriasis. It's also great in combo with yellow dock and sarsaparilla root. It's great for diabetics and strengthens the liver, the kidneys. Is a diuretic. It's great for lymphatic issues, fever, infection, antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-tumor. So burdock root should be your friend. You know, I feel like some of you are trying to detox. You're trying to lose weight. Burdock root should really help you. So some of you, okay, so female caps, in the distant past, there was some uncertainty and waiting going on in your life, okay? You still may be waiting, okay? And now the 8 of Cups, the next card, is for both male and females, okay? So this is the 8 of Cups, and as you can see, I'll show it to you again here, sorry. There's this little ship that's moving on in the distance, okay? And this is the need to move on, okay? So this is what's kind of happened recently. And it says needing to accept things for how they are. Gravel root tincture is used for kidney stones, cystitis, gout, irritation in the bladder, or in women because of chronic inflammation of the uterus. The need to jump ship or break up with someone. It's time to let go and let God. Say goodbye to old relationships. And I wrote, wave goodbye. So some of you may be having had kidney problems, kidney stones, urinary problems, bladder issues because of one thing or another, maybe because of the chronic inflammation in the uterus, or maybe because maybe you just have kidney problems, you need to detox. Maybe, I feel like you're not drinking enough water. You need to drink distilled water, okay? Show you. You get it at the grocery store. You know, just get a gallon of this stuff and drink it. You know, it's great for people who have kidney problems. People all say kinds of things about drinking bottled water versus tap water, but a lot of times people don't, you know, they don't really think it through, okay, what they're drinking on a weekly, daily basis, okay? So you may occasionally remember that you need to drink some water, oh yeah, and take a sip. That's not good enough, okay? So male and female caps, it's not good enough that you're remembering to take a sip, half a cup of water, or a couple of sips once a day. No, you need to have at least, 8 glasses of water a day. Be going through one of these gallons, every other day, once every 3 days. So get a bunch of water from the store, and keep it in your room, keep it in your car, and just start drinking more. That's the biggest thing. Okay, so what's crowning you is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is fennel seed. And you can see there's 2 fairies, I think of them as fairies, kind of hanging out. It says female lovers or best friends, okay? Can mean spiritual understanding, being able to see both sides of an issue, balance and harmony, being able to see fairies, to love plants, herbs, and agree. This is also a truce. Fennel seed, it says aids in digestion. If it's an issue, eat the seeds. Eating the seeds is awesome after meals. So if you notice, if you go to an Indian restaurant, a lot of times they have this like little cup full of fennel seeds, and there's usually a little spoon in there, and you can take a few and eat them right after your meal. It's awesome. Highly recommend you start doing that. Also getting dill for some reason. Dill, this is reminding me of dill or mustard. Would be great in combination with dill. If you eat dill, fabulous. If you don't eat dill, maybe increase your intake of dill. This card reminds me of, a woman who is bisexual, a woman who wants female attention. Maybe consider, dating a female, if you never have. Or, it's all about self-acceptance. It's all about feeling like okay with your sexuality, and it's all about being free to express who you are, regardless of others and whatever judgments may come up. So, this is 2 females. You may, Capricorn, you may be strongly attracted to another female. You may be in a partnership or a marriage with another female. And things are really going good. In the month of March, things are good. If you're a guy, I feel like you have a strong friendship with 1 or 2 females in your life. And they may or may not be also Capricorn, and they may have also strong Capricorn in their chart. You may also be trying to decide between 2 women, I feel like it's more just friendship. To me, this is like a friendship bracelet of my deck. And it's, it's indicative of strong female friends. So if you're a female Capricorn and you don't have a lot of strong female friends, I feel like in the month of March, this is what the universe is sending you: a strong girlfriend, someone that you can go and hang out with, someone that you can talk to, someone that wants to spend time with you, someone that's not going to be jealous of you and backstab you, someone that's like really, really cares for you, and wants the best for you. You know, it's a great card. And then, you got what's right around the corner, which you don't see coming, is the Ten of Wands. And this is male Capricorns, okay? Could also be female Capricorns, too. I'm going to say it's both. I feel like it's more strong for the guys. It says too many burdens or financial responsibilities. Bills to pay, not enough income, lots of expenses. You're overcome by obligations. There's too much on your plate. You need to delegate and ask for help. Start saying no. Getting sick because of stress and always being... Oh, it says always being on the go. Capricorns are generally really busy people. They're doers. They go, 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 go. And so the thing about this is that, you know, especially Capricorn males, feeling strongly for you, you need to slow down. You need to ask for help. You need to delegate. Okay. The recommendation on here is the prickly ash bark tincture. It's good for arthritis and circulation, poor digestion, colds, sore throat, and it's great for detox. So that's what I recommend for guys and girls who may be in the middle of March kind of stressed out, either about their finances or about just too many burdens. You know, something's going on maybe that you're having to deal with that you don't want to have to deal with, and it's making you stressed out. In the position of emotions, there is a fire sign guy that you're thinking about, Capricorn, okay? And this is the Nine of Wands. I talked about him. When did I talk about him? I don't remember what other sign it was for. But this is a fierce fire sign guy. This is also disagreements. Maybe you're not, you know, to me, this is just getting into it with somebody, you know, or you're kind of just pissed off at this guy. This can indicate an upset stomach, cold, flu, or just not feeling good. Fights and quarrels can also be the silent treatment. Maybe someone's not talking to you. It's the worst thing to do to a Capricorn is give them the silent treatment. If you give the Capricorn the silent treatment, chances are they'll never speak to you again because they find it disrespectful, and Capricorns need to have the respect, right? So chances are if somebody is ignoring you, you're kind of coming to an end of patience and tolerance for it. This is knowing what you have to do, but not liking it. Also, something that you may have to do. This is like a heavy load. I feel you've got the Nine of Wands, you've got the Ten of Wands. A lot of responsibility and burdens on your shoulders. You have to deal with this fire sign guy. I feel like for some of you, it's your dad. For some of you, it may be your dad and like someone who's ignoring you. Okay. You may have two fire sign guys in your life. Maybe it's a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend or someone that you're like a love interest. You know, maybe you want them to talk to you, but they're not. Then you also have your dad who's... I feel like some of you, your parents are kind of going through some kind of long drawn-out legal situation or a legal divorce. Or maybe you have to kind of clean up the pieces, pick up the pieces of some kind of family situation, and that's coming to a head. It's sort of middle of March, this is going to come to a head where things are going to start to fall on your shoulders, and you're going to need to ask for help because this is a lot of responsibility. And you may be at that point where you can only do so much. And, you know, you and your dad may really just disagree, you know. This is, this is male Capricorns. You and your dad may have an issue. Female Capricorns also, you and your dad may have an issue. I feel like I'm getting a lot both. I don't know why for Capricorns I'm getting both for a lot of this. Where was I? Oh, that's right. So what's coming in from the outside is the King of Wands, interestingly enough. Got a lot of wands going on here, okay? The King of Wands, so for male Caps, okay? Male Caps, you're having some blood sugar issues, maybe some poor digestion issues. I recommend taking the cinnamon bark capsules, which is good for metabolism. I also said consider taking Gymnema 2, pancreatic enzymes, glutamine powder, and that's my recommendation for you. You need, I wrote here, it's funny, you need a sexy wife. Capricorn males need a sexy wife. That's the kind of guy that you are, okay? You're a very good person, a warm, caring man, and a great lover. And I wrote, try buying some lingerie, okay? So, Capricorn guys, you know what you need to do, okay? I've set the gauntlet down here. It said, this is what you need to do in order to be happy, in order to be healthy. That's what you need. And then you've got, in the position of your attitude, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So general good health, which is the grape. And this is, and it's good health and abundance, actually. It says overall good health and abundance of wealth. A woman of means. Female Capricorns, I feel like the end of March is going to be a financially great time for you. It says, good health can always be improved. Consider the grape. Grape seed extract, grape seed oil, grape root tincture, which is great for iron deficiencies. Again, going back to the fibroid issues or anemia, some of you have that issue. You're bleeding a lot or you're just anemic, and taking the grape root tincture would be great. There's also grape seed tincture, which is good for high cholesterol and is a powerful antioxidant against cancer and poor circulation and nerve damage. So we have that in the position of attitude, which is good. And then we have this interesting Five of Pentacles is the outcome, and I pulled an additional card. So the Five of Pentacles is about how you've gone through, it's mugwort, okay, by the way, and it's about how you've gone through the dark night of the soul. And, at the end of March, I feel like you're coming to the end of your 7-year cycle, okay? If you've been going through that, where you feel like the last 7 years of your life have been absolute hell. This is having gone through the dark night of the soul. It's a period of 7 years during the Saturn return. So if you're, like my age, you've gone through your Saturn return, I feel like with the eclipse in March, once the March eclipse happens, it's done. You've paid your 7 years, it's over, you're moving on. Speaking of moving, some of you may be moving, okay? And that terrifies me because I don't want to move again, okay? But at the same time, these are things that we need to think about. Maybe you're considering moving, you're facing some job issues or job loss issues, you're stressed out about survival. Maybe you've been moving and maybe you've been stressed about survival, and maybe for like the last 7 years you've just had to go through all this hell, but then the end of March happens, especially starting with the starting with the Uranus final Pluto square, okay? And your Saturn, your issues with Saturn having been in Scorpio for so freaking long, and now being in Sagittarius, things are kind of moving forward and things are going to end up much better. And I pulled an additional card, and you got the marshmallow card. Marshmallow root. There's also marshmallow leaf. I forgot about that. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. To me, this is female Caps, okay? This is to become a mom, to become a mother. Some of you may be getting pregnant, okay? This is a beautiful woman who is loving and nurturing to others. A great businesswoman, a female healer, a psychic, wise beyond her years. It says to seek higher wisdom through female counsel, an older female friend, to need attention and love from a mother figure, okay? Take the marshmallow root for female UTI issues, sore throat issues. It's great for reducing inflammation. If you're wanting to become pregnant, this is going to be, I feel like the end of March, early April is going to be the time for you, potentially April, okay? Because I feel like I pulled an additional card. The end of March is the end of your cycle, the end of the 7 years of hell, okay? And I talk about my videos with Capricorn, I've talked a lot, and I have a lot of Capricorn viewers, and Capricorns all generally agree the last 3 years have been hell. And last year in particular, things really came to a head, and they had a really crazy year, a really rough year. But I think in March, the end of this planetary influence is going to make it so Capricorns can finally just be abundant, be healthy, be happy. I feel like this is great health. I feel like this is fertility. I feel like for female Capricorns, this is seeking spiritual wisdom. This is looking up to a mother figure for advice. This is, just being nurturing to others. So the outcome for you guys is really good. And I don't want you to be paranoid about this mugwort, Five of Pentacles, because I feel like it's already passed for you. I feel like you're not heading into that time. You may have a little glitch in, at the end of March, you may be a little bit paranoid about finances or whatever. You're not going to be that way again. You don't have to be paranoid, okay? It's not going to be like it used to be. It's not going to be like it was for the last 3 years. No. And for those of you who are not expecting to get pregnant, definitely use protection, end of March, early April, because that's the time for you. Fertility, you're going to be very fertile at that time, and you might not even realize it. And for older Capricorns, you also may be kind of getting, like you're going to get like a second spring. You may feel like, for some reason in the springtime, end of March, early April, you feel a little bit more energetic. You may feel like you've come alive again. And you may not have felt that way for a long time. So that's really great. So I'm going to post the links to my recommendations. And if you have any questions, let me know. I wish you guys all the very best, and I'll be back for my mid-March readings with my regular deck, just like everybody wants me to do. But I'm really hoping you get something out of these health readings. So all the best to you guys. Big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.